Hello, Phil here from Wings of Pegasus, and welcome to Livestream Saturday. Even though the intro says Tuesday, you can tell that this is the first ever time that I've done a live stream on a Saturday. So hello everybody who's out there on a Saturday night. I hope you're having a good one, and let's get everybody up on screen in the live chat room. This is the thing that I have barely organized anything on the live stream screen, so we're just going live and seeing what happens, and hopefully it'll all work like it does on Tuesdays. It's just that I've put in a lot less preparation for this, so we'll see how it goes. But we have got some people in the house, so hello everybody. We've got Lucy and Christopher and Carla in the house as well, and Linda and Christopher and Nancy and Rose and Ola and Lisa and Teresa and Jeannie. Hello guys, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. And as for the plan, I don't really know what we're going to do tonight. I'm going to probably do like I do on a Tuesday and play a few videos, and thank you guys for letting me know what you want to hear over on Patreon. So I've got a couple of videos lined up. It probably won't go on for as long as the Tuesday live streams, but we'll just see where we end up with this. But thank you everybody for tuning in. I'm going to get everybody's names going across the bottom of the screen who are my patrons, because they make everything possible. So thank you everybody at the bottom of the screen here. You know who you are, and also you guys in the chat room who have joined over from Patreon. Thank you for hopping over here as you do on a Tuesday as well. So we're going to see what happens. The reason for this live stream on a Tuesday is because pretty much since Wednesday night, when I did an analysis video on Spinal Tap, I did that video and then I got into organising the video that I was recording on Thursday night with Donal Logue, and you guys might have seen that already. But the thing about that video is, because it's got the Rory Gallagher audio on it, it's not monetized, or it is monetized, but YouTube can't make any money out of it because it goes to the copyright holder. And obviously, like 99% of the videos that I do on this channel, if it's got the music on there, it means that I can't get money for it myself, and I think YouTube struggle as well. So it tends to be the case that it's just something that isn't promoted as much by YouTube, because if they can monetize it and make lots of money, then the video gets out there. So with that said, going back to the reason why I'm live streaming tonight, because ever since really Wednesday night, then all of Wednesday night, and then all of Thursday day, and then all Thursday night, and then I spoke with Donal for 3 hours, and then was editing that together, and then realised I wasn't going to make it on Friday morning, so then I edited it all together Friday day, and then released it Friday night. And then I slept last night, and I just woke up today and thought, if I do another 6 to 8 hour analysis video, I'm probably going to die. So I thought I'd do a live stream instead, but I'm just going to get the super chat window up on screen because we have had some donations. So thank you everybody, the first ever Saturday donations on the channel. So thank you Ola, who has donated $4.99 and says ha ha ha. So thank you for that. I mean, this is something that you don't have to do this on a Saturday. I'm only live streaming just because I haven't got the 6 to 8 hours that I need to put into an analysis video, and also it's good to catch up with you guys after what I think is a different kind of video that I did last night, or at least I released it last night, having done it Thursday night with Donal, because it's the first video where I've teamed up with somebody and done an analysis with them and just chatted about music. So I also had the intro on there that I've been working on, so I've been doing lots of stuff, and that's why I think it's good just to have a day of taking a bit of a back seat and relaxing a bit and just chatting with you guys over the internet on a live stream rather than doing an analysis video. But it's one of those things that if this is a popular thing, then maybe we can live stream on Saturdays as well. Who knows? But then I'd have to make another mug that says live stream Saturday on it. And just while I plug the mug, oh, there it is, but typically I've got my hand in front of the spike the likes. But anyway, you can spike the likes if you want to. Give this a thumbs up, that would be great. But you can also get your hands on one of these mugs, which on Tuesday I did say that I was going to pin it to the top of the comments, and then I totally forgot to do it. But I will do that while famous last words, exactly what I said on Tuesday, but I will do that for this live stream if you want to pick yourself up a mug. But anyway, getting into the super chats again, I am going to talk about that video that I did last night with Donal Logue, and thank you so much, Donal, for joining me on that, by the way. Let me just throw that out there. But just having a video like that, I think it's good to do a live stream just to tell you guys about it as well, because it's one of those videos that was copyright claimed. I don't think YouTube tell everybody, even subscribers, about the video. So the other thing I didn't think of is that it might be the case that the copyrights, I don't think it is with this particular song that we did of Rory's, but sometimes the copyrights are blocked regionally. So it means that some people can see the video and some people can't see the video. So I might have to do a re-upload of that video next week with the audio of the performance taken out, so you guys still get me and Donal talking about it, but then people can at least be told about it by YouTube, especially if they're subscribing to the channel, because sometimes it is a bit harsh when people subscribe and they don't actually get told that there's a new video out, because YouTube can't make any money from it, so they don't tell people about it. They just promote the videos that they can make money from. But anyway, I'm going to get back into this super chat window because we've had some more donations. Thank you so much, everybody. Lisa has donated $5, and Lisa says Saturday night's all right for Phil. So thank you for that, Lisa. Hello, and thank you for joining me. And Luan is in the house tonight as well, and he has donated $5, and the message is "'cause I missed Tuesday" with a rock hands. So thank you so much for that, Luan. And then we've got Jeannie, who has donated $5. Thank you, Jeannie. Again, thank you for joining me on a Saturday, and you don't have to donate or do anything here, and you don't have to do it on Tuesday either, but thank you so much for joining me here and donating tonight. And the message is having my mushy peas in my new Wings of Pegasus mug with a happy face. Rock on, Phil. So we're now got a dual purpose mug. You can use it for mushy peas as well as beverages. So thank you, Jeannie, for that. And Terry has donated $2 as well. Thank you for that, Terry. And the message is rock on. So I will do as long as you do, Terry, but thank you for that donation. And Stephen has donated $7, and the message is don't die, Phil. So I'm not sure what that's relating to. I will at some point in my life, but hopefully not tonight or in the near future. Fingers crossed. Or maybe that's a reference to the coronavirus, because that is some serious stuff going around. And the first confirmed death in the UK was in Reading, which is a town that's about 20 minutes drive from me, so pretty close to home. But I'm staying in this room as much as possible, and hopefully everything will be all right. I think it's maybe not too bad for people my age. I think anyone around late 30s, not giving too much away, but anyone around that age might be okay. I think it's really the elderly that do struggle with the virus at the moment, because people don't realize there's no cure for it. So if you get it, you've just got to isolate yourselves, and if you haven't got it, wash your hands lots. That's what people are saying. But anyway, thank you so much for that donation, Stephen. I will try not to die tonight, and I'll try my best. And that goes for you guys out there as well. Please wash your hands and take care, and make sure you do everything you can to stay safe. But Angela has donated $5 as well. Thank you, Angela. The message is good to see you. And good to see you as well, Angela. And thank you, everybody, for joining me tonight. And we've had another donation from Rose. The message is, first of all, a $5 donation. Thank you for that, Rose. The message is, the Donal Logue collab was great. I feel honoured to be in the company of folks like Donal and all our talented group members. Thank you for that, Rose. And yes, it's great that Donal did get on the channel and that he likes the channel so much, which is cool. It might be something that I can do more of in the future. Just put the idea out there to other people that might want to come on and talk about music, because it could be an interesting little side project to get people's views on music. And certainly someone like Donal, who plays guitar himself and has such knowledge, but also history of watching loads of bands and having such influence on bands back in the day, because he did actually get involved with managing bands as well. So yeah, he is such a wealth of knowledge on music in general, so much that we were talking about. This is the thing that we were talking about for 3 hours, just everything musical, and the Beatles were mentioned, Dolly Parton, Glenn Campbell, Roy Clark, you name them, we probably spoke about them on Thursday night. And it is something that I'll probably edit into other videos because we covered so much stuff. And like I said, Donal is just a wealth of information on music as well. So it's just great to talk to him about lots of different things and lots of different bands. But thank you so much, Rose, for that donation. And like I mentioned earlier, I'm probably going to re-release the video that I did with Donal next week sometime, just re-editing it so you guys can watch the video that we watched, but without having the audio on the video, because I think that is stopping the video from getting out to a lot of subscribers. So I will do that again next week. And we've had another donation from Karen, and this is $10, and this is just a straight up donation. So thank you for that, Karen. And then Linda is in the house as well, and she has donated $10. Hello, Linda. Thanks for joining me again. The message is: loved what you did with Donal Logue. Is there any software or equipment you wish for that would help streamline your process better and help save you time? And thank you for the donation, Linda. The only thing that was the problem doing the video and the editing with Donal was just being let down. And that's just gremlins, because there was something in the program, in its Final Cut Pro 10 that I use, which was really frustrating, where I wanted to EQ the microphone, and every time I clicked on EQ, the whole program would crash and I'd be back to the desktop, and then I'd have to start up and load it all up again. But that is just a gremlin, because that's the first time it's ever done that, and it's just typical that it would do it when I wanted to do this video with Donal and edit it all. Also, Skype stopped working, so this is why I was up so late on Wednesday night after the Spinal Tap video, because I was trying to sort out Skype but realized it wasn't going to work. So then I had to work out another app in order to get that working, and then send Donal the app and hope that he could download it, which he could. And it's just all of those organizational things that take so much time. So it's just being let down by stuff, not because of my setup, just because of the website and then the actual programs that are running that unfortunately I can't do anything about. But in the future, it might be the case that it really does depend in which direction I go. But if there are people here in the UK, and especially around London, they could potentially come into the studio here and sit down with me, and we can chat about stuff and watch something on video, maybe from YouTube on a screen, and we can literally do an analysis live but together. And obviously I'd have to rearrange this space a little bit in order to make that happen. But if people are local to me and they're in the UK, then there's no reason why we can't do that. And for that, I'd obviously need to get in lighting and stuff, but that's all something that could happen in the future. But who knows? The sky is the limit. But thank you, Linda, for that donation. And Lucy is in the house again. Hello, Lucy. Thank you for joining me tonight. And she has donated $9.99. And the message is, thank you for that, Lucy. The message is for some chamomile tea to relax. Thank you, Phil and Donal, for a great collaboration analysis. Do another, not right away, soon, with some rock horns and then a heart and peace and rest, Phil. So thank you for that, Lucy. I will be editing all of the stuff that we spoke about. And as I said, there's 3 hours of footage there, which also is why the video took me so long to edit together and took me all day Friday and also all night Thursday after I've spoken to Donal, just because trying to find all the bits that you have to cut out, but you don't really want to cut out, but you have to, otherwise it'll be a 3 hour video. And I think it's better just to release it in maybe 15-minute or 20-minute videos and just separate them up. So I'll probably do that. Even 5 or 10-minute videos is something that I can do in the future. But thank you, Lucy, for that. I'll get editing, and maybe over the next few months there'll be some more Donal videos out there released on the channel. But we have Laura in the house as well. Hello, Tennessee Moppy. And the message is, first of all, a $10 donation. Thank you for that, Laura. Laura. The message is, you and Donal were great together. I think that is a great connection for you. So thank you. And the donations tonight, everybody as well, for donating. You don't have to on a Saturday live stream. This is maybe the first and only. I don't know how it goes in the future. If you guys want me to live stream on Saturday, then I could probably make that happen as well. But thank you, Laura, for that. And Donal is such a nice guy, and obviously he's so well connected with musicians on every kind of level. And he was speaking about Dolly Parton. He was on the Conan show, I think, and he was on the same show as Dolly Parton, so he got to meet her and talk to her. So it's really interesting to talk to him from that perspective, because he's actually met somebody that I've done a video on, but also about her as an artist and a singer and a songwriter, and also her guitar ability. So yeah, it's really interesting to talk with Donal, but he's such a nice guy, and I'm sure that we're going to be hooking up again in the future. And it's just something that, like I said, I'll release the other pieces of footage in other videos, but in the future I'm sure he'll return on the channel. But thank you, Laura, for that donation. And Lily has donated $5. Thank you so much for that, Lily. The message is, enjoy your work. The die reference was because you said you might die from working on another review video that you were tired. Okay, thank you. And yes, maybe I was being a little bit over dramatic saying that I was going to die doing another analysis video, but I think certainly it might have just tipped me over the edge of doing a bit too much. And I think, like John A asked before we actually started the live stream, how long have I done analysis videos for, or at least a new video every day? And it has been about 2 years. So you can see from the videos, there's about 700 or 800 videos, something like that. So yeah, it's been about 2 years that I've been doing it every night. And I think because I'd spent so long on Wednesday, and then all night Thursday, and then all day, well, all night Wednesday, all day Thursday, all night Thursday, all day Friday, and then most of the night Friday night, I think it was just a case of just taking a step back, relaxing a little bit, and taking a night off from the analysis videos, and then gather myself, and then we'll start again tomorrow night with another analysis video. But also, like I said, I think it's good to touch base with you guys about last night's video, because it was a totally different one with the new intro and all that kind of stuff. So it is a bit of a landmark moment for the channel, but it's all possible because of you guys. Well, the donations on Tuesday, but also on Saturday tonight. Thank you, everybody. And these people at the bottom of the screen, my patrons, for your support. And you know who you are. Like I said earlier, these guys always pop up on live stream Tuesdays and in this live stream on Saturday. And with all the support, it just allows me to do a new video every night, and does allow me to keep everything moving forward and never relent with these videos, and live stream and have all of the technology that I need in order to do that as well. So thank you, everybody. We've had another donation, and it's from Ola again, $3.99. Thank you so much for that. The message is, you became a part of my daily routine. You deserve. Thank you so much. And I can't see what the picture is, but there's a little emoticon thing at the end of that. But thank you for the kind words. And Carl has donated $5. And the message is, again, for the Across the Pond Fund. Rock on and turn it up to 11. Thank you for that, Carl. And thank you, everybody, for also liking. If you get a chance, you can like this live stream as well on a Saturday. Why not? We'll try and spike the likes and see how many we can get. On a Tuesday, we do aim for 200 likes, but Tuesday usually goes on for an hour around about that time. I'm not sure how long this one is going to go on for. We will see, but certainly hitting that thumbs up will help it to get out there, and we'll get all the other analysis videos out there as well. Thank you, everybody, for hitting the subscribe button, because there has been a little bit of a spike in not only the likes, but the subscribes as well. So I think the videos are getting out there, and we've just passed 118,000 subscribers, which is a crazy number, but thank you everybody for subscribing, because it really does help the channel to grow. As I always say, it gets the videos out there. We're going to be jumping into the first video of tonight's Saturday live stream, and I'm not sure whether it's got the same ring to it, the Saturday night live stream. I'll have to come up with something that is slightly different, because live stream Saturday maybe doesn't work, but maybe it does. Anyway, let's get into this video, and this is hopefully going to be Paris Nord. I'm going to look over at the page on Patreon, because Lynn, I think, requested this one, and yes, it is Lynn who requested Paris Nord. So it's going to be my acoustic version of it, and I explained at the beginning of the video what I'm doing with the setup, and I sing with myself behind myself. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this, and I'll see you guys after this. I'll be in the chat room while this is playing. Rock! Hello, Phil here, obviously. This is going to be my acoustic version of one of my album tracks called Paris Nord, and I'm going to film another bit after this and edit it in so that I can sing the other part of the chorus with myself. If I had known for just one moment you'd be gone, it's not okay, we want to know, lost in your eyes, Paris night skies, both hypnotized. Find a way to find your way to spend the night with you in Paris Nord. It's so unfair, you left me there. You took the 9:35 from Paris Nord. In a heartbeat, you were gone, like ships in the night, love at first sight, holding you tight. Find a way to find your way, spend the night with you in Paris Nord. It's so unfair, you left me there. You took the 9:35 from Paris Nord. Left with just her aroma from our standstill adventure. Now I'm stuck in a world of regret, and it's 9:35. I'm not happy, but I feel alive. So much I wanted to say, but now it's too late. Find a way to find your way, spend the night with you in Paris Nord. It's so unfair, you left me there. And there we have it. That was my song called Paris Nord. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. And I'm thinking what I might do tonight is lay off the videos that are going to be copyright claimed, because I've never done that before on a live stream. So I don't know what happens if you just do a live stream, because that song hasn't been released. It's just a live acoustic version-ish. It's live of me twice singing with myself, but it's not available and it's not going to be claimed on copyright. So I might try and keep this live stream copyright free, just purely to see what happens when you don't have a copyright claim on the video, because everybody will know that on the Tuesday live streams, or the live stream Tuesdays, to give it its official title, I have my own songs being copyright claimed because there's a third-party publishing company who I pay to keep track on all of my music, and if it's anywhere on the internet then I'm told about it, and I can then make a decision whether to let people play it or use it or whatever. Generally I just say yeah, go for it. It's absolutely fine to do covers and whatever people want to do, but that copyright claim is always part of my live streams, so I might lay off that, which means that in terms of playing a cover, I'm probably going to avoid that for tonight, and I probably won't be on for too long with this live stream, but I might play my live version of Amelia as well. I say my live version, I think I harmonise with myself on that as well, so there's two of me again, and I might just explain it at the beginning of the video again, but you guys can look out for that. If you want to check out any of my music, then you can head over to wingsofpegasus.com, and there's the whole album there. You can get tracks individually. There's also the Running Blind single or signal, depending on how your brain organizes the letters in the word, but you can check out that single over there as well. And I didn't put the mug at the top of the comment section. Like I said, it's because I jump into the chat room, and if people have got a question, then I answer it. And just to answer Linda's question, because she donated $5 again, Linda, thank you so much. I think I might have missed either the question or the donation, but we're gonna do it now. So the question was, how did you make your decisions as to what parts to cut and what to leave in? And the main decisions that I had to make, they're always difficult, because you might be talking about something originally about the video that we'd watched, and then it would lead on to something else. And as soon as it started to lead onto something else, I just had to be so strict with, right, now this isn't directly relatable or related to the video that we've just watched, so we're going to cut that off and leave all of that other information for another day. So yeah, I did manage to get it down to just over half an hour, which I think I did quite well with, considering that there was 10 minutes of performance. So Rory was playing for 10 minutes. So it's a half an hour video, and 2/3 of it is analysis and me talking to Donal. But if I re-release it without the footage, then it'll just be a 20-minute video, which might be a little bit more digestible for people, because half an hour sometimes is quite long just to sit down and watch a video the whole way through. But something that I'll probably do next week, I'll re-release that and I'll let you guys know. As always, if you are over on Patreon, you'll know that I do post updates there when I can, as I did on Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, just trying to hop on there quickly to let you guys know what was going on. If you want to get involved yourself over on Patreon, then you can do, and that's the website, patreon.com/Wings of Pegasus, and you'll also get your name at the bottom of the screen here as well on Tuesdays, but everybody on a Saturday as well for this first ever live stream Saturday. What I might do is a little poll over on Patreon and see if you guys want me to live stream on Saturday as well, because it is something that is possible for me. As you always know, I'm in here every single night, so it's just as easy for me to do an analysis video as a live stream. It doesn't really matter. If anything, the live stream is more straightforward because I can just talk and I don't have to research myself. So sometimes when I'm doing an analysis video and it's a band that I don't know a lot about, or an artist that I don't know a lot about, I do a lot of research and try and get as much information on them as I can and watch interviews, and that can take maybe a couple of hours to do before I even start the video or even look at the performance and start getting into the details of that. So yeah, live streaming is a little bit more straightforward, but the analysis videos are a fundamental part of what I do here, so we will definitely keep those going. Right, we have had another little bit of action in the super chat window, and it looks like on this screen the end of the whole box has been cut off again. Unfortunately, I don't know why that is. It's just a YouTube thing, but I've got it over on the left-hand side here as well. So we've had a $2 donation from Turkey Trail Honeybee Farm, Georgia. So thank you for that donation, and it's an interesting, if not a mouthful, of a username, but thank you for that donation. And Christopher has donated $25. Thank you so much for that, Christopher. Massively appreciated. And we've had another message from DM, and that's with a $1.99 donation. The message is, Phil, have you heard of Warren Cucurella, Duran, and Zappa? And I'm not sure, you can probably tell, it might be Cusarella. So no, I haven't yet. I'm going to have to look into that. But it's something that if you would like me to look into, I can check out any videos or a live performance. This is the other thing, that with all of these suggestions or requests, if it is a particular artist or band, if there's a particular live performance that you can also link me to, then that would be good as well, because I don't tend to look at album tracks or just standard tracks or records. I call them records, but MP3s or just the studio version of the track with a picture. I tend to look at live performances because there's a lot that you can dig into and get into if you do play yourself in a band, and things that I can point out that might help people with their live performances anyway. But thank you so much for that, DM. And the super chat window fills up again. And we've got JC's Radiant Ray. So Ray, thank you so much for this $20 donation. And the message is, you are amazing. So thank you, Ray, for joining me tonight, and everybody in the chat room tonight. Just a big shout out as well. Did I see Mario in the house? Somebody might have to let me know if Mario did sneak in to this live stream Saturday, because whenever Mario is in the live streams on Tuesday, we all say hello, Mario, and it's going to be exactly the same for if Mario is in the chat room tonight. So if somebody spots Mario in there, let me know. Just send me a message and I'll look for the messages going up the screen. But thank you anyway, Ray, for that $20 donation. And we've had another donation, and this is Twicky D, who has donated $25. Thank you so much for that. And the message is, just saw you on, mate. Just saw you on, mate. Oh, that must be like the live stream, because I'm on now. But thank you so much for this. The message continues. Great to see you in live stream. Keep missing you on Tuesdays due to work. Rock. So thank you for that donation and for joining me on a Saturday night. It probably is a little bit more of an accessible night for people with work, and maybe it's something that I can continue doing in the future, but thank you for joining me tonight. And we've had another donation from Lucy, and it's a $2.99 donation, and the message is, how's the Warning interview coming along? So with the Warning, unfortunately, we haven't really managed to sort anything out yet, because I've been so busy since Wednesday night, and I haven't really been able to focus on the Warning at the moment. But hopefully, fingers crossed, we can do something in the future. It would be cool. And again, another style of video. It's always great to get the artist's view on their own performance, but also to get their insight about their writing and all those kind of things. So hopefully we'll get into that, well, with the Warning soon. We just have to reorganize it, and Organising diaries is usually the hardest thing because they're really busy and I'm really busy as well, but fingers crossed that we can meet in the middle and find a time where we can join up and do another video, and a video with the warning would be really cool. But anyway, thank you, Lucy, for that donation. And Lynn is in the house again. I say in the house again, in the super chat window again. Thank you, Lynn, for another donation. And this has got a message. It's been cut out of the bottom, but we can just see here. Okay, Lynn says Mario strolled right in at the beginning. So thank you, Lynn, for that. And there he is. I can now see Mario in the chat room. So everyone say hello, Mario. You probably already have. If you do join in on Livestream Tuesdays, then you know that's what we do. And everybody say a big hello to Mario. And if I can point accurately, we can see this guitar here. It's not a miniature guitar. It is in the background. That's the guitar that Mario sent me. And then swiftly, I'm looking at myself in reverse. I always say this, I get it around the wrong way. And then if I go slightly further on to this acoustic guitar, that's the other guitar that Mario sent me as well. So thank you so much, Mario. That's why we always say hello to Mario in the live stream. Saturdays and Tuesdays, no matter what day it is, Mario will get a big hello because of his support of this channel and me, and sending me guitars is just crazy, but it is massively appreciated. Thank you, Mario, so much. And yes, it really has helped me with so many different things. Not only my teaching, because now that Mario has sent me such a nice acoustic guitar, I can now teach on that and save my fingers a little bit, because even though the Tanglewoods are good, when you are teaching for a long time on acoustic guitar, doing lots of different techniques, it can take its toll on the fingers, especially if you are doing it for hours and hours, and bar chords as well, as everybody will know. So thank you, Mario. That's why he is always so welcome, but just for supporting me and the channel, like all of you guys, everybody is so welcome in the chat room. Quick shout out to the moderation going on in the chat room as well, because I've seen Carla in the house who will be moderating tonight, and I will keep a lookout for any other moderators who make it in tonight. But thank you, Carla, for moderating on this live stream that isn't even an official live stream. It's just a random live stream that I'm doing, but thank you for joining in and for keeping everybody in line. I always say that I don't think we need to keep people in line because it's such a great community that we have here on the channel, and thank you everyone for making it such a cool place to be. But we have had another donation, and this is Laurie in the house again. Thank you, Laurie. This is $25, and the message is just awaiting your instructions on what I need to organize for your USA tour, with a smiley face and some sunglasses. So thank you for that, Laurie. I don't think the USA tour is going to be happening imminently. I questioned whether that was going to be the right word to use, but I think it's not going to be happening immediately within the next few weeks, but you never know in the future at some point. Obviously, it's going to take a lot of organization and obviously funds, but getting places to stay, and also everybody's from all over the USA, and the USA is a big place. So if I said that I'm going to be in California or something, and maybe I can meet up with Donald because he's there, and he's already said that if I want to stay at his, it's going to be no problem. So anyone that might be in California, it could only be 2 or 3 people, and then people might be the other side of the country. So it will take a lot of organization. I think ideally what I need to be doing is something where I'm traveling around the states, and literally every state going around, and maybe I can hook up with some musicians and do some on-the-road analysis videos and then do a gig in the evening or something. That'd be really cool to do. But it would take a lot of organization. But in the future, who knows what can happen. But thank you, Laurie, for that donation. And Ola has donated again, and this is $3.99. And the message is, You deserve the world. That's what I meant. Sorry. So thank you for that, Ola. And yes, I couldn't see what the picture was, but thank you. Now it all makes sense that it was a little world. So thank you for that donation as well. So we are going to be jumping into the other live version of one of my acoustic tracks. It's live and then double live. So it's a double live version of one of my tracks turned into acoustic. You can get the original version of this that's got piano and guitar and lots of other stuff in there on the album, and that's called Persistence on iTunes, Amazon, and the website wingsofpegasus.com. But I'm going to get this on screen now. I'm going to be in the chat room as always while this is playing, and I hope you guys enjoy this. Fingers crossed this is going to play because I've put so little preparation into this live stream for tonight, but we will see. Hopefully it works, and I'll see you guys after this. Rock. Alright, Phil here, Wings of Pegasus, and I had a little bit of spare time, so I thought I'd whip down an acoustic version of a track called Amelia, which will be on the album once it comes out. Now I've decided to sit on the squeakiest chair ever. Hopefully that won't affect it too much. Now the idea that I've got in my head is to play along like a version now, and then play along to that version afterwards, and then hopefully sort of sync it up somehow. But it should work. In my head, I think it's going to be fine. So let's see. Imagine if I told you all the things that I never took the time to tell. Even if I told you, you wouldn't understand that you and I is lost forever. Under all this emptiness, each time I try to get inside, you're running my own, no time for talking. Amelia, Amelia, how could you leave me on this way? I knew I should have stayed away. Amelia, Amelia, there's nothing more left to say. It's time to go our separate ways. They say the time is a healer. I don't believe what they say. I'm broken anyway. Ever since we parted, all this pain has started. It's never ending. Under all this emptiness, each time I try to get inside, you're running my own, no time for talking. Amelia, Amelia, how could you lead me on this way? I knew I should have stayed away. Amelia, Amelia, there's nothing more left to say. It's time to go our separate ways. Don't tell me you love me when you're sorry. It's not enough. Ooh, no. Only this time I woke and broken free. Amelia, Amelia, how could you lead me on this way? I knew I should have stayed away. Amelia, Amelia, Cheers. And that was my song called Amelia, the acoustic version of it. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. And I did remember to pin, I read it in the comment section in the chat room going through, to pin the mug. So I've taken that on board and I have pinned the mug to the top of the chat room. So hopefully you guys can see that. And I think to begin with it starts off quite big, but then automatically after a certain time goes small again. But you might be able to click on that if you want to pick yourselves up a Spike the Likes mug. And you can spike the likes now if you want to, because it's all good. We can try and get to 200 likes. I think we might have already got to 200 likes, which is just crazy but amazing. Thank you everybody for hitting that thumbs up, and it really does help the channel to grow and to get out there and get even more people involved in these live streams, especially on a Tuesday. But I think we have quite a lot of people involved at the moment. So hello everybody out there, thank you for tuning in tonight. And let's have a quick go down the chat room, see who's in the house. We've got Lynn in there, and Elusive Rainbow, and DM, and Richard, DeBur, and Mario in the house. Hello, Mario. Karen, Debbie, and Laurie is in the house as well. Another moderator who I was shouting out to earlier. Well, I was shouting out to all the moderators. I think Carla has been in here the whole time. I think Laurie might have been in here a while as well, but I just saw Laurie go through. So thank you, Laurie, for moderating tonight as well. And guitar fans in the house, and Amy Peacock, and Rose, and Lisa, and Jeannie, and Brian Big Hat Bear. So thank you for joining in. And Brian says, Phil, glad to see you live stream. And yes, I do live stream, and I've been live streaming for, I don't know, maybe about 2 years every Tuesday. So it's one day of the week where I sneak on and do a live stream, and then for the other 6 days I'm generally uploading other videos and analysis videos. But with this Saturday live stream, maybe I could do it twice a week. It's something that I'll throw out there over on Patreon and see what you guys think. If doing 2 nights a week on a live stream is good for you, then I can certainly do that as well, because it's good for me as well to connect with all you guys. And just to mention as well, I think maybe people that are subscribed might not have got the notification for last night's video because of the whole monetization thing and YouTube not promoting videos that won't make them any money. But anyway, I was analysing Rory Gallagher with Donal Logue, and that is up on the site. So if you get a chance, you can search that one out and watch it, because it is one of those videos that, you know, I've done a new intro on it and all that kind of stuff, and tried to make it a little bit more organized, but also following a theme or a pattern. So that means that if I do another video like that in the future with somebody else, then I can follow that same pattern and just do it in the same way. So I think it was good not only to have a bit of a rest from the last 3 days' work, but also to connect with you guys and see how you're doing, but also just to mention about last night's video, because it was really cool to be able to work with Donal on that one. So again, a big shout out to Donal for joining me and for making it such an enjoyable video to record and just to talk through, because he knows so much about so much musically that it was really cool to chat to him for about 3 hours. I lost track of how long we were talking for. It just really did go on, and then before you know it, you look at the clock and it's just silly o'clock in the morning, especially where I was, because Donal's 8 hours ahead of me, which means that it was probably late afternoon, early evening where he was, but then where I was, it's probably about 3 a.m, maybe a little bit after that. So yeah, we did talk for a while, but like I said, I'm going to edit that together and probably release it in other videos, obviously of a shorter length than half an hour. We're not going to put lots of massive videos out there, but maybe just 10 or 15 minutes would be cool to do in the future. But anyway, thank you everybody in the super chat window tonight for the donations. We've had a little bit more action in there, and let me just see where I was up to, because there's been more than one in the super chat window. Thank you guys so much. We had Ola, who was explaining about what the world meant with the little picture. But then DM has donated $1.99. Thank you for that. The message is, help us, Phil Kenobi. You're our only hope to save rock. So thank you for that donation, and I hope that I'm not the only hope, but if I am, I will do my best. I do everything that I can to save rock, but I'm sure it's not just down to me. But thank you for that donation, and Shirley's in the house as well. Thank you for your $24.99 donation, Shirley. And the message is this on an album I could play over and over, so relaxing and beautiful, with a smiley face with shades on, and then another picture that I can't quite see, but I think it's another happy face. So thank you for that, Shirley. And that isn't on an album yet. It might be something that I can do in the future. I just pretty much recorded it as an acoustic version of a song and didn't really think anything past that with the audio of putting it on a CD or on an album or something, but maybe in the future it's going to be possible. But thank you for that, Shirley. And we've had another donation from James, who's in the house as well. Hi James, thanks for joining me on this Saturday night as well, and the donation is for $5. Thank you for that. The message is, loved joint venture with Donal Rock. So thank you, James, for that. And thank you for the kind words about the video last night that I did with Donal, because it's always good to hear that you guys like a particular video, and if you like that kind of video, then I can go down that avenue maybe a little bit more. It might be a case of just throwing out, some branches, or I don't know how to explain it. It's like a tree, reaching out and hope that somebody grabs onto the branch. There's got to be some kind of metaphor or something that is trying to say, or at least explains what I'm trying to say a little bit more clearly. But it's like fishing, I guess. I can fish for people and see who else I can get on the channel. I'm not up with my metaphors tonight, so apologies for that. But you know what I mean. We can see if anybody else takes the bait. That's a better expression. We can throw the thing out there. What do you call it with fishing? It's a rod. Oh, I don't know. I'm going to give up with this metaphor. I'm just digging myself even deeper. But anyway, James, thank you so much. Let me jump out of this hole that I've got myself into. Somebody can come up with a metaphor in the chat room for me, which is like somebody taking the bait or trying to get somebody on the show, asking them to be on the show, and maybe they want to be on the show. Anyway, thank you so much for that donation. And we've had another donation from Ray, who has donated $20. Thank you so much for that. The message is, I find the Amelia lyrics so healing and touching. Thanks. So thank you for joining in tonight, and the multiple donations and the, what I used to call them, the serial offenders in the super chat window. Thank you so much for donating tonight, and also joining me on Tuesday nights. This is one of those live streams that is just off the cuff, really, and I'm just coming on to say hi to you guys and thank you for all of your support. And hopefully you can see the video that I did last night. I am going to re-edit it without the copyright parts in there so that everybody can get to see it next week as well. So thank you, everybody. I think pretty much we're going to be calling it to a close because we've almost gone on for an hour. So this is pretty much a Tuesday live stream length that we've gone on for. So thank you everybody for joining me tonight, and I will be live streaming on Tuesday as well. That remains unaffected. This is just one of those little live streams that I've done for the first time tonight, just to have a little bit of a break from the analysis videos and to touch base with all of you guys. I know that I have been keeping you up to date over on Patreon, but for all of you subscribers here on the channel, it's good just to connect with you guys as well and let you know what I've been up to and that the video is out there. And you can search for that. Just type in British guitarist Donal Logue and Rory Gallagher if you want. That'll have all of the keywords in there and you'll be able to find the video on the channel. But thank you everybody for tuning in tonight. We have had another donation in the super chat window, and Linda has jumped in here again, and Linda definitely is a serial offender, or Did I call them a serial offender? I can't remember. Somebody can let me know in the chat room, or a serial donator probably is more accurate. Linda, again, in the super chat window with a $5 donation. Thank you, Linda, for that. The message is, California is 8 hours behind you, not ahead. Sun's still up here. So if I meant that way, so ahead, yeah, of course, I did it the wrong way around. So yes, he's earlier. Did I say that it's probably... Yeah, I think I did mention that it was probably early afternoon there, or early evening. So I was explaining it correctly, but I didn't use the right term. So never mind, just really trying to confuse everybody at home so you don't know what I'm talking about. But thank you, Linda, for clearing that up and making sense of it for people who are just listening to me, in which case it's probably a bad idea just to listen to what I'm saying, because I'm just going to mislead everybody. But we've had another donation, and we will be calling this live stream to an end pretty soon. So thank you, Lucy, just for jumping in at the end here with a $1.99 donation. And the message is, can I get your permission to use silly o'clock? You can do. Again, this is one of those, maybe it's a phrase that's going to start to become really popular. We've got silly o'clock, we've got spike the likes, we've got plug the mug. So we've got 3 different sayings or quotes or expressions, or I don't know what else you'd call them, but we can try and come up with some t-shirts maybe in the future. There's something that we need to have a vote on for getting another t-shirt that relates to Livestream Tuesdays or Livestream Saturdays, because we have a mug, and here's another plug of the mug, which is now pinned to the top of the chat room, if I can point at it. So you can pick yourself up a Spike the Likes mug if you want to for the Tuesday night live streams. This is the other thing that people might not know, that there's a live stream on Tuesday nights, and that is the constant live stream. It's just this one on a Saturday I'm doing for other reasons, just to have a bit of a break from the analysis videos. But the live stream on Tuesday, which is just called Livestream Tuesdays, you can really tune in all night there if you want to. It usually goes on for actually the same time that this is going on for, maybe a little bit longer, but about an hour. So this is where all you guys know that we all get together in the chat room on Tuesday nights. But also, you can use silly o'clock. That is fine, Lucy, just to answer that question. And we'll have to try and get something on a t-shirt for these live streams, because we've got the mug, now we need a t-shirt. But anyway, thank you, Angela, who has donated $5 as well. And the message is, may we see your shirt? And yes, you can. This is just my Back to the Future sports almanac that you will... Well, I'll leave it a little bit open so people can see what it is, but it's Gray's Sports Almanac. You'll probably have to have seen the film to see what it's all about, but the whole plot is centered around this little booklet that gives away, and I'm not going to tell everybody. I can't imagine a lot of people that haven't seen Back to the Future 2, but maybe you haven't seen it. Technically, it's called Part 2, but if you haven't seen that, I won't spoil it for you, but this is a massive part of the plot, and everything revolves around this little book of facts that Marty gets his hands on. But anyway, we're going to be calling this to... we've had another... I was just about to say we're going to be calling this to a close, but Lisa has just donated $2. Thank you so much for that, Lisa. The message is, don't forget, knell the bell. So thank you for that. Knell the bell. Maybe that is something that I have actually forgotten. So to say, don't forget, this is something that I know I should know this, because it is something that I have made a note of before, and I've obviously forgotten it. Is it knell the bell? There's got to be something that is related to this that I'm trying to remember. I'll try and get on top of that. But everybody in the chat room, if you can remember the sayings that we go through, the problem is that a lot of them are off the cuff, and I think there was one that is, I can't remember, but it's in there somewhere. I've got some information in my head about another saying that is to do with the live streams. But anyway, thank you guys for tuning in tonight. I'm gonna not try and think of it now, because it's one of those things that you know when you're trying to think of something and you just can't think of it, but you know what it is, but it's just not being allowed to get to the front of your brain by your brain for some reason. I don't know why that is, but anyway, too much analysis video information in there. I'm gonna have to get rid of some and then try and get some sayings in my head for Livestream Tuesdays. Like I said, this is going to be exactly the same thing going on Tuesday as normal. This is just a bonus little Saturday live stream so that I could tell you guys about the video, also talk about it a little bit that I did last night with Donal, and to tell you guys that it is out there, because I think maybe people aren't getting notified about it as much because of the copyright things that are maybe a bit restrictive on it, but we will be looking at it next week. Again, I'll re-upload it and re-edit it so that everybody can see that without those copyright infringements things that stop it from getting out to everybody. But thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight and for the super chat donations, because it is crazy to be donating again on a Saturday, but it is massively appreciated. Thank you everybody for joining in the live chat room, and for all of your support on this channel, for hitting that thumbs up, which you can still do. If you're watching this in the future, I will upload this video as a normal video like I do on Livestream Tuesdays after it's finished, so you guys can still see it all, but also you can hit that thumbs up if you're not watching it live, because it really does help the channel to grow and for these videos to get out there. So thank you everybody for joining in tonight. I hope that you're having a great weekend, and if it is earlier than here over in the USA, for example, then I hope you're having a great time over there and that you have a great night as well. I'll be back with an analysis video as normal tomorrow night, and I'll be back in 3 nights time for Livestream Tuesday. I'll be live again at the same time, so whatever the time is where you are, if you just make sure that you join in at the same time on Tuesday night, then you'll be able to see the live stream Tuesdays, which happen every single Tuesday without fail. Unless you hear something from me, I'll always let you know if it's not going ahead. But as long as I create the event, then you know I will be here. But thank you everybody for all of the donations and all of your support over on Patreon as well. Massive shout out to my patrons at the bottom of the screen as well, because they are the foundation of this channel and they make everything possible in order for me to upload a new video every single night for so long. As I said, I think it's around 2 years, maybe a little bit just over, and thank you guys so much for all of the support. I will see you guys at tomorrow night's analysis video in the comment section, and if I don't see you there, I'll see you guys at live stream Tuesday. So thank you for joining me tonight, and I'll see you guys then. Have a great day or evening, whatever the time is where you are, and I'll see you guys when I see you, hopefully tomorrow night in the comment section. Look out for that video, or I'll see you live in a few nights time on Tuesday night. So I'll catch you guys later. Rock!